Jamshid. Jamshid. Jamshid.
She's so soft and fragile. These days have been so hard for her.
This syrup will bring her fever down and will make her feel much better. Here.
Jamshid.
Only a mother knows what her daughter is going through. Jamshid is in prison. But Vase's heart is also being crucified.
Jamshid.
Get up, dear Vase. Vase.
God, if you're there and you see this, please help me with my mission.
You're carrying a sword. What's going on?
It's all about that heartless sheriff and my daughter's grief. Every single drop of her tears sits in my heart like an arrow.
I know what you're planning to do.
Only God knows what is going in my mind and in my heart. The sheriff's soldiers are only cowards. If you let me go now, it's not going to take long.
I agree.
Stay here. You stay here with your mother. I know the prison very well. I installed the locks there. I did all the work. I know what I'm doing.
It's very dangerous.
But at least I know I did something, Hakim.
But what you're doing...
It is my duty and I'll do it. I want you to keep it between us. Khurshid mustn't know.
Wait.
Where are you going?
Who is it? Who is there?
It's a friend, my friend. I'm a friend who never leaves his friend behind. We both love Imam Ali and we both fight for the things that he believed in. Maher is not a businessman, my friend.
I knew you would come.
I'm not as strong as I used to be.
It means a lot to me.
Ya Ali.
After this blissful party, I feel grand. I enjoyed your company, Abdul Kafur. I would like to know if there's anything I can do for you.
Do anything?
Anything.
To be honest, I came to Kashan all this way. Of course, in order to meet the great Sultan, but at the same time to find a wise man. A wise man that I've heard about, talked about in other cities. I became so interested with this man after I spent time reading his book.
Kashan and a wise man? That's new to me.
There's a lot of wise men. Only if you look around.
So, who is this wise man?
This man calls himself the servant of who needs God's grace more than others. I think that he's been extremely well taken care of, and he managed to learn all sciences under your auspices. His knowledge is truly immense. He has truly built a tall stairway to the heavens. His name is Jamshid, the son of Masoud, known as Ghiyath al-Din.
Ghiyath al-Din?
Ghiyath al-Din?
Why, yes. Ghiyath al-Din Jamshid Kashani. Ghiyath al-Din Jamshid Kashani.
I don't know how this universe works, but it's always to these bandits' favor. Mr. Star Watcher, you're lucky. Our Sultan has a Star Watcher guest he wants to see you. You two get him out of there with his shackles on.
Look, Abdul Kafur. The man you're asking for has been cooperating with criminals and bandits. He was trained by a cruel bandit called Saffar. He has no place in a party filled with
It's really not
merchants.
strange to me, Sultan. These merchants seem worse than bandits to me. They need to be taken care of. But the book that I read from Ghiyath al-Din tells me there is no other man like him in the world. He has proposed insightful information about the stars. One of them is solving a big disagreement that existed with scientists for a long time. Mercury speeds around the sun in a wildly elliptical orbit. And not only that, he realized two other things. He found that the lunar eclipses occur when the moon passes directly behind the Earth into its umbra. And all this depends on the orbital nods of the sun. This is truly amazing.
What? What is so amazing? What are you talking about? How is this related to you?
These are the things every fortune teller should know, sire.
Enough! Enough! I've had enough!
Let's go now. This way.
What are you looking at? I said move it! Hey, don't look at me.
No talking! Be quiet over there!
Soldier! We have new prisoners here!
Move it. This young bandit here is the man you're looking for.
He probably wrote those papers when he was with his bandit friends. Or perhaps he stole them from a scientist.
Did you write this here book?
As the Arabs say, this is the grace of my God.
You're very young, and if you have really written this paper, I should say you're a truly gifted man. One who has a lot of knowledge.
His tongue stings like a scorpion, sometimes even worse than a sword.
Watch him very carefully, because he'll soon say goodbye to life.
Great Sultan, now that you have been so kind to me and given me the opportunity to see this young man, I am sure that you will do me another favor and let me discuss some things with him. I need to talk with this young, singularly gifted man in private.
In private? With this bandit?
The nature of this discussion will bore our great Sultan. This book, Stairway to Heaven, is full of details, which will take some time to discuss.
You will be watched by my own men.
Anything you say, Sultan.
He's not here.
Who are you? He's not here either.
They're all here. All except for one man, who was taken to the Sultan by that coward sheriff and his soldiers.
They took him?
That young man was crazy. He just loves numbers.
Who's there? How brave of you.
I measured the position of the moon, based on lunar eclipses similar to what Batlamyus did in his most important work, Majesty. And then I had these measurements.
And how did you do the equations using skew symmetry?
When I was using a skew symmetry equation, if you don't mind my saying so, I noticed a flaw. It's here. Before now, when they measured the moon's width during those eclipses, they all missed this fact.
Brilliant!
Hey, arrest those men!
Sheriff! Sheriff! 2 bandits ambushed the prison to free Ghiyath al-Din!
Put some soldiers on the fortress. Come on, don't waste any more time. I'll give you 10 gold coins for each bandit you apprehend. Move it!
What are you doing here?
I thought you might need this.
Hey, you worthless soldier! Open your eyes! You go that way! You follow me!
Move it, come on. This way. Your idiot friends wants to kill us? I'll chop off your head myself. Move! 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 I said move. Don't take your eyes off him. No one sleeps here tonight.
You should know that 2 brave men have come to the prison to save your life.
To save my life?
I think I knew one of them. I think it was the blacksmith who...
Shh.
The blacksmith who works at the market.
You see, sir, I was not wrong about him. His presence even in the prison means trouble. I should have executed him earlier and got it over with. However, it's not too late.
Let's ask for the Hakim to come.
That's not necessary. Let me approach. Let me approach. If I'd had the slightest idea this could turn into this, I would never have asked to meet him. Please relax a bit. Please, Majesty. The hands of Abdul Kafur will enable you to relax, my Majesty.
We searched every corner of the palace, but he wasn't there at all. The other prisoners said he was taken to the Sultan.
But this is not good news.
These mindless rulers sometimes use other people for their own entertainment. This sun will finally kill me.
Vase!
Thatch and salt. Squeeze a lemon and add some honey. Do it fast.
Yes, grandfather.
Look at this poor girl's face. You have to be sensitive. You can't talk about Jamshid when she's around.
Well, I did all this for Vase.
It's not his fault. We didn't see her either.
She's lost all her energy. She's so weak.
You better trust in God. Things will change. We will find a way.
Is that you?
Hush. Don't say anything.
What are you doing here?
These are my father's keys. I and my father came here for you. Do exactly what I tell you to do. 2 men are waiting for you outside the palace to take you out of Kashan.
Hold it right there. This is another plot by that sheriff.
Don't look at it like that. My father will pay you a good amount of money for your knowledge.
My knowledge. This is what I get for my knowledge.
These people won't let you go. They'll hurt you, you know.
Either way, I'm not coming.
Be kind to yourself. I and my father worry for your life.
Don't you worry about that. They can't do anything to me.
Ghiyath al-Din, always know this. Ayi Banu will never leave you alone.
Get back in your place!
Get back in my place.
Grandpa! Hello? Grandpa! Please come in! Come in! Ma, Grandpa! Where are you?
What's going on?
It's about Jamshid.
The lady sent me to give you a message. We thought this will calm you a bit. It wasn't easy for her to leave the palace. That's why she sent me instead.
We're absolutely grateful for what the lady does.
The great Sultan had a guest last night. His name is Abdul Kafur. He seems to like your son very much. And the lady thinks this can be a way out for Jamshid.
Khatun has always been very smart.
The sheriff's last victory made him important at the palace. The Sultan does whatever he says.
Sheriff's last victory. Safdar has left his friends and is spending time in solitude. Safdar is no longer a bandit.
Does the Sultan know this?
No, he doesn't know. I think he should come and explain it to the lady. I don't know. Maybe this will convince them to free Jamshid.
Can I go?
Of course you can. Don't waste a minute.
Now, the lady asked me to tell you that if you're called to go to the palace, you should say you don't know anything and deny everything that's said.
She definitely knows best. Please tell her I will do as she asks.
Let's go then.
Yes, yes. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you very much.
My geomancy tool tells me there is a danger ahead which you must be aware of. This can ruin your whole dynasty and harm the future sultan. And I can also see a chance to avoid this danger, but it's only possible if we take some astute measures at certain times.
Very well. I agree with what you've said, but Abdul Kafur, what's his plan to avoid this danger, huh?
I will now try to redo the geomancy. Of course, this time with more optimism.
I'm very sorry to interrupt.
What's she doing here? What do you want?
This young man here is Hakim's assistant. He's here to give us some news.
You have emboldened our servants.
I know how kind our great Sultan is. I will leave now and let you listen to this young man. My apologies.
Please excuse me. But I've received information that those bandits have put aside their weapons and do not intend to fight anymore. Their leader seems to have chosen solitude. Safdar, that is. They no longer exist as a group. However, the great Sultan should know these are all due to efforts made by Ghiyath al-Din.
Are you sure?
I'm absolutely sure.
Alas, what you have just said does not mean he will go free.
I actually take this as a good omen. And because of this brand new development, I want to check again and see what the future holds for our Sultan.
I'm deeply sorry, great Sultan. Abdul Kafur's daughter is in extreme pain. She wants to see her father.
Ouch! Oh my God,
What
I'm
happened?
dying!
She suddenly said that she was in pain.
Father,
Hey,
help! Someone
little
help
Hakim,
Oh.
see what you can do.
Oh God! God help me! God, it hurts! It hurts! Oh,
Where do you feel the pain?
Oh, it hurts so bad!
And
My
how
right
long?
Side, my right side! It's been a few minutes and it's so painful! Oh.
I sincerely think it's veriform appendix. It's extremely painful, and surgery is needed right away.
Okay.
It should be done by Akim Masoud.
Send someone to bring him here.
I don't understand what you're saying. I will wait outside and then I will take you to the palace.
How many times must I tell you? What you want me to do cannot be done at the palace. If she indeed needs surgery, then she must do it right here.
Don't you understand what Sultan asked for?
What Hakim says is more efficient.
Do you understand?
You shut your mouth! The surgery should take place at Hakim's house. Do you understand me, or should I say it again?
You see, after her mother's death, Ayi Banu has acted as my daughter, my mother, and my wife. Without her, I would be long dead.
I will ask my men to ready things so you can leave.
Please, I don't want to be rude, Your Majesty. Ayi Banu is dying, and apparently it's only the Hakim. Only he has the power to save her life now. But I'm worried. I'm worried that he might want to take revenge and kill my daughter because his son is in your prison.
Abdul Kafur, what exactly do you want?
Please, I want you to do a favor and forgive Ghiyath al-Din for me. I don't want to lose Ayi Banu. You certainly can't imagine how much I love her.
Ghiyath? Are you out of your mind? Faster, faster.
Masoud,
Easy,
come
easy.
on. You have a patient.
Faster.
Oh, God, it hurts. Oh, it
Stop.
hurts so bad.
Only the patient goes inside my room. Others stay outside.
But I should be with her.
You heard what I said.
Oh, I'm dying. I'm gonna die any minute. Oh, it hurts. Oh.
Bring me that sharp knife from your room and burn some puppy in the fire for her.
Sure, Grandfather.
Bibi, I need some clean towels and boiled water.
Right away.
Abdul Kafur, this bandit will be with you until the agreed date.
Sir, I would never do or say anything against your orders. But I have no choice and have no other way to say this. I am reluctant to do this. I'm afraid this ruling will weaken our stand.
Enough! You have become too brazen, Sheriff. I know perfectly well what I am doing. Abdul Kafur, it seems you've forgotten to give me the spell you promised me.
Right away, sir.
How ugly and heavy this is.
It will make life much easier. Abdul Kafur, this man is released for your daughter's ransom. He must not escape. And do not expect me to forgive you if he ever does. For if he does, you will go to jail.
Jamshid. Dad, it's Jamshid. Jamshid. Dad, Jamshid is fine.
What are you guys doing here? Everybody out! Outside! I said everybody should stay outside. You heard me.
Everybody out, come on.
Outside!
Jamshid, thank you, God. Your mother. She should have seen what they did to her son. What did they do to you?
You can't imagine what we went through. What did they do to you in prison, my brother?
I will forever be your servant. I swear I will do anything in my power to save your daughter's life. You must believe me.
It's not necessary, Hakim.
And how did you get up so fast?
Nothing is impossible for Abdul Kafur. This was little more than a trick to free your son from captivity.
You are a very wise man indeed.
I and Jamshid have a lot to discuss, you see. My love, you should stay in bed for some time now. Lots of men in this town. They seem to work for that lowlife sheriff. There are different types of Jaffer, but all of them, my type and your type. It's all about letters and numbers as well. Indeed, numbers have a divine value. But you see, my dear friend, when they are arranged carefully in these charts here, that is when they gain their real value.
And what do you get out of all this?
Look here. There is this subtle touch that used to be called, by older practitioners, as etisal. But you should know that all of this, it all depends upon your true self and character.
But what about the numbers then?
The numbers we get from Abjad are what you see before you. But if you really don't know, or if you fail to put them in these charts correctly after dividing and doubling them, they mean nothing.
Look, I've come up with a method for doubling that I think is much more accurate than the one created by Hushyar Jilani in Fi Usul al-Hind. But I don't understand what you're trying to say to me here.
You know that every mantra is meant to do a special thing, and it has a special effect. And of course, the reader demands that effect. That is truly the way you can find your own mantra.
I know a bit about it. We convert the mantra's numbers to abjad, right? Then we divide it to 36. Then we write its decimals separately. Then we should already see how it is spelled out on abjad. We should see it on the abjad. Is that right or not?
Good. That's very good. And then?
I wish I knew.
Of course you don't. When you got that word, you added a suffix of ill to the end of it. Like Sasail. 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 Easy there, easy. Calm down. You're fine. Calm down.
What was that, sir?
I know. I know. I know exactly what you're feeling. You see, this is what you get for your knowledge. This will always be with you, will lead you in the darkness, and will never let you down, no matter when or where.
Look at you. I'm getting bored. I'm surprised you don't feel bored after this long discussion. You should drink something, get some fresh air. I know this man, but you seem to be enjoying these talks as well.
Me? I have nothing to do with this man.
You do. Doesn't he?
What can I say?
He's now infatuated with you. He doesn't show me any interest anymore.
You're so brazen. You know you're my entire life. You know that.
I'm not sure I believe that anymore. Why are you so quiet? You were so talkative when you were at the prison.
That's probably because there was no one to talk to there.
You have freedom. You don't talk when you're free.
Wait here. Wait here just a second. I think I should be going now so that you two can discuss these things in detail.
But, sir, if you...
No buts now. I have been seeking a young man like you for years now, so that I can teach him whatever I have here. Tell him. Make him understand. Show him.
I wish I knew what secrets lie within that bright heart.
I promise you, we'll discuss it further at night. Sit down. Sit down. And you'd do much better to recite some of your poems for Jamshid rather than arguing with him.
Would you like to have some hot milk? You're so very shy. I can tell you've never been with a girl before.
A girl? I don't know, perhaps.
Was that because there was no girl around or you didn't want to?
To be completely honest, I was so infatuated with the sky, I never noticed there were girls around me.
Then you'd better look down a bit more.
Vase, my dear, did you wash the fruit?
Yes, Mother.
What happened?